if a match between Roman Reigns and The Rock is still being considered. He recently made a statement about it. It was planned that the two superstars would square off at WWE WrestleMania XL, but that never happened. Rather, they combined forces to defeat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in Night One's big event. For a short while, the Great One was also a member of the malevolent group known as the Bloodline. There was a lot of fan outcry when the original tribal chief and the final boss were announced as competitors at the show of shows, but many would have loved to see them face off. A question about the possibility of a match between Roman Reigns and The Rock arose during his recent interview with Sports Illustrated. It may be feasible, according to the head of the table, if the fans want it, and his cousin does as well. While Roman Reigns was the only tribal chief in WWE in the past, his relative Solo Sikoa now wears the title and carries the Eula Fala. In the six-man tag side match at Crown Jewel 2024, the former NXT North American champion secured victory for his side by pinning the original tribal chief. Survivor War Games 2024 Premium Live event will feature Roman and Solo competing against one another. Reigns must have faith in his Og Bloodline colleagues, particularly CM Punk. Who knows what the Raw superstar could be up to behind the scenes? The outcome of the men's War Games match is crucial if Roman is to demonstrate his dominance as the head of the table. Who knows? Maybe he'll find a way to conquer all those obstacles. Dream bouts are the driving force behind fan enthusiasm in the dynamic realm of professional wrestling. Few possible matches have captivated WWE fans as much as the idea of Roman Reigns facing off against Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It would be more than simply a titanic encounter between two of the most famous figures in wrestling and popular culture. It would be a conflict of generations. Since Reigns became the undisputed tribal chief of WWE's contemporary age, fans have fantasized about the prospect of this monumental confrontation for years. Roman Reigns has answered the age-old question, does he still want to fight The Rock, in a recent, candid interview. Beyond their shared status as wrestling superstars, Roman Reigns and The Rock are also family. Like Yokozuna, Rikishi, and the USOs, they are members of the illustrious Anoa'i wrestling dynasty. Because of their shared family history, the prospect of a Reigns-Rock matchup has always been more intriguing. It's not just business, it's personal, Reigns said during the consultation. In dealings with relatives, both the stakes and the depth of emotion are greater. That's why the prospect of Dwayne and me fighting in the ring is so appealing, both to the viewers and to us personally. Reigns didn't sugarcoat the truth of professional wrestling when asked why the match hasn't taken place yet. The timing is crucial, he said. Wrestling is more than just two men getting in a ring. It's also about setting the perfect scene and telling the perfect tale. With my responsibilities as tribal chief, head of SmackDown, and holder of the Universal Championship for over 1,000 days, plus The Rock's hectic schedule, I'm exhausted. The Rock's obligations in Hollywood have certainly been a hindrance. Blockbuster movies, commercial endeavors, and charitable efforts fill up Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's calendar as one of the highest-grossing performers in the industry. In the meantime, Reigns has been the showstopper for WWE with a storyline centered on his head-of-the-table character that has broken attendance and criticism records. If this match does take place, we'd both like it to go at a leisurely pace. Reigns emphasized that it must be flawless. The greatest yearly event in WWE, WrestleMania, would be the perfect setting for a Reigns vs. Rock bout, according to many fans. Almost at WrestleMania 39, in Hollywood, a place The Rock would have felt at home, the fantasy came true. The Rock's supposed challenge to Roman Reigns never happened, despite months of speculation to the contrary. Instead, the main event was Reigns defending his championship against Cody Rhodes. Replying to the rumors, Reigns said, "We discussed it. There were talks, but ultimately, nothing came of it. The timing wasn't ideal, what with Dwayne's schedule and all the necessary preparation. Still, it's not completely out of the question. Not only has The Rock shown curiosity in the possible encounter, but he has also stressed the significance of giving it his all in previous interviews. "It would have to feel right," was his response in an interview from 2023. "I would want to share the ring with Roman, who is doing an amazing job as the tribal chief. It must be the perfect narrative at the perfect time, however. To be a wrestler is to be about more than that, it's about making magic." Dwayne "The Rock" McGregor has a profound regard for this industry, and he's not going to baby step into something like this, as Reigns confirmed. "That will be because we both think that's the correct thing to do if and when it occurs." The possibility for a compelling narrative is one of the things that makes a Reigns-Rock encounter so appealing. Reigns has established himself as the natural successor to the wrestling dynasty of the Anoa'i family and their self-styled head of the table title. Nevertheless, Reigns' assertion of supremacy might be challenged by The Rock, who is perhaps the most well-known descendant of that family. "The titles aren't the only thing that matter," Reigns said. "The issue at hand is one of succession. The fundamental question is who holds the position of head of the table. Everyone can relate to that sort of narrative, not just wrestling enthusiasts." Among the more interesting storylines in WWE recently has been the Bloodline saga, which has included Reigns, the USOs, and Solo Sikoa. The addition of The Rock would take it to a whole new level. Reigns made no bones about his desire to confront The Rock when asked whether he still plans to do so. He said, "Certainly. A new era may be defined by the match, in my opinion. The important thing is not that I want it. What matters is that it occurs when and for what is appropriate." Even Reigns felt the weight of expectation for such a public bout. The anticipation would be immense. It would be more than simply a wrestling match, it would be a significant cultural event. "I thrive under pressure like that, even if it's a lot to bear." The fans' demands for this fantasy match have been heard loud and clear. Many people spend a lot of time on social media debating who would win, creating personalized banners, and fantasizing about potential situations. The Rock versus Roman Reigns, in the opinion of one fan, would be the most exciting battle that WWE could host at the moment. This is a match between two of the most captivating wrestlers of all time, and it involves a generational clash as well as a family feud. Some are worried that the bout will never take place because of The Rock's Hollywood obligations and because Reigns will eventually retire from professional wrestling. "It might be too late if they don't do it soon," another admirer said. Roman Reigns is still very much in his prime at the age of 38, but he has dropped hints that he could take a break from wrestling to concentrate on his family and other projects. Although he is not expected to return to wrestling full-time, The Rock, who is now in his 50s, is still in incredible form. "I'm not going to continue doing this indefinitely," Reigns said. "My accomplishments are something of which I am quite proud. However, if there is one more goal I want to achieve, it is to share the ring with The Rock. Certainly for my sake, as well as that of the fans and our loved ones." The prospect of a bout pitting Roman Reigns against The Rock is intriguing, but no official announcement has been made on the matter. The storytelling potential is evident, and both guys have shown interest. One thing is certain, when it does happen at WrestleMania or some other major event, it will be a moment that goes beyond wrestling and becomes a global phenomenon. "This isn't just a dream match, it's the match," Reigns said with the most elegance. "And if it occurs, it will be an event that no one will ever forget."